Let's be honest for a moment. Have you ever tried to stand up from your favorite chair, only to feel your legs wobble like jelly? Or maybe you walked to the kitchen in the morning, and your knees felt stiff, like someone secretly added bricks to your shoes overnight. If that sounds familiar, let me reassure you, you're not alone. Science tells us that after the age of 60, we naturally lose up to 3% of our leg strength every single year. 3%. That may not sound like much at first, but let me put it this way. It's like trying to climb a hill every day, while someone is quietly slipping extra weight into your backpack without you noticing. No wonder walking upstairs or standing for long periods suddenly feels like a workout you never signed up for. But here's the good news, and it's not a maybe in 6 months kind of good news. Researchers have discovered that there are foods, real foods, the kind you can find in a regular kitchen, that can bring noticeable improvements in leg strength in as little as 12 hours. Yes, 12 hours. By tomorrow morning, you could already feel steadier, lighter, and stronger. Not because of a pill, not because of a grueling exercise plan, but because of what you decide to put on your plate, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. 8 powerful foods that science says can restore leg strength fast. I'll walk you through each one, explain how it works, share the little tips that make it more effective, and give you practical ideas on how to enjoy it. By the end, you'll have a clear picture of how small, tasty changes can help you stand taller, move more confidently, and maybe even surprise yourself the next time you climb the stairs. So let's start with our first unlikely hero. Now, when you think about strong legs, what's the first image that pops into your mind? Probably not pumpkin seeds, right? These little green seeds don't exactly scream power. But here's the twist. They might be the smallest, simplest upgrade you can make to your daily routine. Pumpkin seeds are bursting with magnesium, one of the most important minerals for muscle function. Think of magnesium as the spark plug in an engine. Without it, your muscles can't contract and relax smoothly. Instead, they misfire. That's when you get cramps, weakness, or that delayed sluggish feeling when you try to move. And this isn't just theory. A study published in the journal Magnesium Research looked at adults over 60 and found something eye-opening. Those with low magnesium levels had nearly double the leg fatigue during walking tests compared to those with healthy levels. Imagine needing to sit down after just a few minutes of walking while someone else your age breezes right past you. The difference? Enough magnesium. Here's the beauty of pumpkin seeds. You don't need a mountain of them. Just 2 tablespoons of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds can give your muscles the magnesium boost they're begging for. And sometimes, the results are felt within half a day. But there's a trick. Pumpkin seeds contain something called phytic acid. It's a compound that blocks mineral absorption. Think of it like a padlock on the nutrition inside. Luckily, the key is simple. Soak them overnight in water. By morning, the phytic acid is reduced, and the minerals are unlocked, ready for your body to use. So, how do you eat them? Easy. Sprinkle them over oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or just snack on them plain with a piece of fruit. Simple, quick, and surprisingly effective. Try it once in the morning, and you may notice by afternoon that your legs feel less heavy, less crampy, and a little more reliable. It's almost funny, isn't it? Something so small can have such a big impact. But don't underestimate the little guys. They're often the ones that pack the biggest punch. Now I know what you're thinking. Cherry juice. Really? Yes, really. But not just any cherry juice. Tart cherry juice. It's not as sweet as the kind you pour over ice cream, but it's packed with something your muscles absolutely love: anthocyanins. Anthocyanins are powerful plant compounds that fight inflammation, improve blood flow, and help muscles recover after activity. Think of them as the firefighters of your body, rushing in to calm down the little sparks of inflammation that make your legs stiff and achy. The science is impressive here. In a placebo-controlled study published in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports, older adults who drank 2 servings of tart cherry juice every day experienced 23% less muscle soreness and a noticeable boost in leg strength. Specifically, their quadriceps, the big muscles in the front of the thighs, performed better after walking and climbing stairs. And here's the kicker. The benefits start showing up in as little as 8 to 12 hours. That means 1 glass today, easier movement tomorrow. Now, not all cherry juice is created equal. You want 100% pure tart cherry juice. No added sugar, no blends, no cocktails. Start with 6 to 8 ounces, preferably in the evening or after light activity. Some people dilute it with water because the flavor is strong, and that's perfectly fine. Think of it not as a sweet treat, but as a recovery drink. The way it works is simple. Tart cherries help flush out lactic acid. That's the stuff that makes muscles feel sore after use and improves circulation, so your muscles get more oxygen. Better oxygen means better performance and faster recovery, so the next time you find yourself shuffling in the morning or hesitating before taking the stairs, remember this little red drink. One glass could be the difference between dragging your feet and walking tall. Spinach has been around forever. Maybe you grew up hearing it would make you as strong as Popeye. Well, the truth isn't in the cartoon muscles, but it's still powerful, especially if you cook it right. Spinach is rich in nitrates, magnesium, and potassium. Together, these nutrients help your muscles contract properly, improve nerve signals, and most importantly, boost blood flow. And blood flow is everything. Without it, your muscles feel heavy, sluggish, and prone to fatigue. Here's something fascinating. Raw spinach actually hides some of its benefits behind compounds called oxalates, which block absorption. But when you cook it, just a quick sauté in olive oil with garlic or a splash of lemon juice, those oxalates break down and the nutrients are set free. Suddenly, your body can use them far more effectively. Studies back this up. A study published in Frontiers in Physiology showed that older adults who ate nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach daily had 16% stronger lower limb performance than those who didn't. And another study in the Journal of Nutrition found that even a single serving of cooked spinach led to better walking speed and endurance in adults over 65 within just 12 hours. Why? Because spinach nitrates turn into nitric oxide in your blood, and nitric oxide acts like nature's blood vessel opener. It widens the pathways, allowing more oxygen and nutrients to reach your muscles. The result? Less fatigue, faster recovery, and more responsive legs. So how do you enjoy it? Keep it simple. Sauté a cup of spinach with olive oil, maybe crack an egg on top, or toss it into quinoa. The trick is consistency, not complexity. A little bit, prepared well, can give your legs the fresh oxygen rush they've been missing. Let's talk about lentils. They don't look like much, do they? Small, humble, even boring at first glance. But inside those little discs is a powerful combination. High-quality protein, slow-release energy, and minerals that keep your muscles fueled and steady. Unlike quick sugars that give you a burst and then leave you crashing, lentils release energy slowly, keeping your muscles supplied for hours. They're rich in leucine, an amino acid that signals your body to repair muscle. They're packed with iron, which carries oxygen to your tissues. And they provide potassium, which helps prevent cramps. In a clinical trial published in the Journal of Gerontology, seniors who added lentils to their daily meals for just 2 weeks saw a 22% improvement in leg endurance. That means more time walking, more time standing, and less of that nagging, I need to sit down feeling. And there's another hidden bonus. Lentils contain prebiotic fiber, which supports gut health and helps your body absorb nutrients more efficiently. A healthier gut means a stronger body. So how do you eat them? Cook dried lentils until soft. Skip the canned ones with too much salt. Add turmeric, garlic, or lemon to make them anti-inflammatory. Lentil soup with roasted vegetables is a winner, or mash them into a spread with olive oil and herbs. Just 1 cup at lunch or dinner can fuel your muscles into the evening. Here's the real-life difference. Imagine standing at the sink doing dishes or working in the garden without constantly needing a chair nearby. That's what lentils can give you. Quiet, steady strength that shows up in everyday life. Salmon. You've probably heard it's good for your heart. But let's talk about your legs. Because for seniors who want to move with less pain and more confidence, salmon isn't just dinner. It's a recovery tool. What makes it so special is its nutritional trio: omega-3 fatty acids, high-quality protein, and vitamin D. Each one plays a role in keeping your muscles strong, but together, they're unstoppable. Omega-3s calm inflammation, soothing the stiffness between muscle fibers. Protein repairs the tiny tears in muscle tissue that come from everyday movement. And vitamin D helps your muscles contract properly and prevents those unexpected cramps or weakness spells. The science is clear. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who ate salmon 3 times a week saw a 24% increase in leg strength and mobility in just 10 days. Another study showed omega-3 supplements alone improved walking distance in seniors with mobility issues. Combine all 3 nutrients in one fillet, and you've got a fast, powerful boost. For best results, choose wild-caught salmon. Bake or grill it with olive oil, herbs, and lemon juice. Skip the frying and sugary glazes. Even a small 4-ounce portion at dinner can make your legs feel more flexible and powerful by morning. Think of salmon as your body's handyman. It comes in, calms the inflammation, repairs the damage, and leaves everything working smoother than before. Not bad for a simple dinner plate. Have you ever heard someone say, "Oh, I don't eat much meat anymore. I'm trying to keep things lighter"? Maybe you've said that yourself, but then there's that little worry in the back of your mind. Am I still giving my muscles enough protein to stay strong? That's where quinoa comes in. Quinoa looks like a grain, but it's technically a seed, and it's a rare gift in the plant world because it contains all 9 essential amino acids. Most plants don't. Rice, wheat, oats. They're missing some of the puzzle pieces. Quinoa, though, offers the complete protein package your muscles need to rebuild and recover. Why does that matter for your legs? Well, imagine trying to repair a house with half the tools missing. That's what muscle recovery looks like without complete protein. With quinoa, you've got the full toolkit, everything your body needs to patch up tired muscles, prevent weakness, and keep you moving. But quinoa doesn't stop at protein. It's rich in magnesium, potassium, iron, and even a bit of vitamin E. Together, these nutrients support smoother muscle contractions, better oxygen delivery, and less cramping. And here's something really exciting. A study from Brazil tracked older adults who replaced rice or bread with quinoa at lunch. By the very next morning, they were walking faster and showing measurable improvements in leg strength compared to the rice and bread group. Overnight, the secret: quinoa digests slowly, releasing energy steadily instead of giving you sugar spikes and crashes. That steady energy means no shaky knees mid-afternoon, no sudden fatigue while you're just trying to enjoy your day. So how to prepare it? Rinse it first. That removes a natural coating called saponin, which can taste bitter. Then simmer until it's fluffy. You can mix it with sautéed spinach, top it with eggs, or serve it as a warm side at dinner. However you enjoy it, quinoa is like a quiet friend who keeps your energy balanced all day long, so your legs never give out without warning. Now I know what you're thinking. Beets? Those earthy red roots that stain your hands and your cutting board? Yes, those. They might not be the first thing you crave, but when it comes to improving blood flow and giving tired legs new life, beets are nothing short of miraculous. Here's why. Beets are packed with nitrates. When you eat them, your body turns those nitrates into nitric oxide, a natural gas that widens your blood vessels. And when your blood vessels open up, more oxygen flows to your muscles. More oxygen means your legs work better, recover faster, and feel less heavy. Think of it this way. Oxygen is like fuel for your muscles. Without enough, your legs feel like they're running on empty. Beets open the fuel lines wide, letting the oxygen rush in. Suddenly, that sluggish heaviness starts to lift, and the results can be shockingly quick. A study in the Journal of Gerontology found that seniors who drank beet juice before walking saw a 19% improvement in walking speed and performance in just a few hours. Hours, not weeks. That's the difference between dragging yourself through the grocery store and breezing down the aisle with confidence. There's more. A study in hypertension showed that beetroot juice lowered blood pressure and improved arterial flexibility in people over 60. So not only do your legs feel lighter, but your heart and circulation thank you too. What does this feel like in real life? Many seniors report that stairs feel easier, their legs don't burn as quickly, and they simply feel more alive after adding beets to their meals. How to enjoy them? You don't have to eat raw beets if you don't like them. Roasting brings out their sweetness, steaming makes them tender, and blending them into a smoothie hides the earthy flavor. But for the fastest effect, pure beet juice, unsweetened, undiluted, is the winner. One small glass in the morning, or about an hour before activity, can noticeably improve how your legs feel by lunchtime. Beets are like flipping on a light switch in your muscles. Suddenly, everything feels brighter, lighter, and easier. Let me introduce you to the quiet giant of this list: bone broth. Now, some people think of bone broth as just cozy soup for a cold day. But for aging legs, it's much more than comfort food. It's liquid repair. Here's why. Bone broth is loaded with collagen, amino acids like glycine and proline, and natural electrolytes. Unlike many foods that take time to break down in your stomach, bone broth is already partially broken down during cooking. That means your body can absorb and use its nutrients almost instantly. And the results? Impressive. A study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism found that adults who consumed collagen-rich bone broth saw a 36% increase in muscle strength and flexibility within a week. Even better, some noticed improvements in leg function and less soreness in just 24 hours. One day, Another study out of Japan showed that glycine, one of the amino acids in bone broth, boosted muscle repair speed by over 40% in older adults after physical exertion. Think about that. You go for a walk today, drink bone broth tonight, and tomorrow your muscles are already repairing faster. But bone broth isn't just about muscles. It strengthens tendons, lubricates joints, and reduces that stiff, creaky feeling many people get after sitting or standing too long. Seniors who drink it regularly often say their steps feel smoother, their legs feel less stiff, and they're not as sore after simple activities. How to make it work for you? Homemade is best. Simmer grass-fed beef bones or pasture-raised chicken bones with apple cider vinegar, garlic, herbs, and vegetables for at least 12 hours. If that's not realistic, buy a high-quality brand with minimal additives. Drink it warm, ideally on an empty stomach in the morning or after light movement. Even one small cup can deliver everything your legs have been missing. Bone broth feels like sending repair crews straight into your joints and muscles. It doesn't just patch things up, it rebuilds from the inside. Here's something I remind every patient. What you do first thing in the morning often sets the tone for the whole day. That's why pairing these foods with simple habits makes them work even better. For example, start your morning with soaked pumpkin seeds sprinkled on oatmeal. That magnesium kick begins repairing your muscles before you've even left the house. Pair it with a small glass of beet juice, and suddenly, your blood vessels are wide open, delivering oxygen to your legs before you've taken your first walk. At lunch, add a serving of quinoa with spinach. You're not just eating, you're fueling your muscles with steady energy, preventing that 3 p.m. slump when your legs want to give out. Dinner? Salmon with lentils. The protein repairs, the omega-3s calm inflammation, and the minerals keep cramps away. Finish the evening with a cup of warm bone broth, and your body repairs itself as you sleep. It's not about being perfect. It's about stacking these little choices, bite by bite, step by step. Now let's wrap this up together, because I know what you might be thinking. Doctor, this sounds great, but is it really possible to feel stronger in just 12 hours? At my age? And my answer is yes, absolutely. Not because of hype, not because of magic, but because of science and consistency. Leg weakness isn't always about age. In many cases, it's about circulation, inflammation, and recovery. And when you nourish your body with the right foods, you see real changes. You stand up from that chair without wobbling. You walk a little taller. You find yourself climbing stairs without dreading every step. And the best part? You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Just start with one thing. Maybe it's a spoonful of pumpkin seeds in the morning. Maybe it's a glass of tart cherry juice tonight. Maybe it's a bowl of bone broth tomorrow. One choice, one bite. That's how strength is rebuilt. Not in giant leaps, but in small, steady steps. And those steps? You've still got many ahead of you. Walks with family, trips with friends, afternoons in the garden, dances in the kitchen. Moments where strong legs carry you through with confidence. You deserve that. So here's my invitation. Pick one of these foods today. Just one. Try it, and see how your legs feel tomorrow. Then come back, add another, and keep stacking. You'll be amazed at how quickly your body responds when you give it what it truly needs. And if this conversation gave you hope, if it made you think, yes, I can do this, then share it with someone you care about. Maybe a friend who also complains about heavy legs. And don't forget to subscribe so we can keep walking this path together. Stronger, steadier, and healthier. You've still got so many good walks ahead of you. Let's make sure your legs are ready for them.